Hello everyone, FSG here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Weren't Allowed Farm and a slightly different type of series. I don't know how long I'm going to go with this, but I'm going to try and do something that I don't think I've ever done before, and that is do an entirely in-cab series. So we're going to be playing with the brilliant Be My tracker as well to bring in that extra level of realism. And I have disabled any of the outdoor cams, so I can't even switch to them. So I am absolutely forced into driving in the cab, whether I like it or not. So with that in mind, let's get stuck in and have a look at what we've got available to us, what the farm looks like, what vehicles we've got, things like that. And then we'll jump in and we'll do some work and see how we get on. Let's see how difficult this actually is. So, Weren't Allowed Farms, very cool map. There we go. Lovely mixture of field sizes here, and we are on the main central farm here, and we own fields 3 and 2, 32, 30, 37 and 38 there. 3 fields of wheat, field of barley and 2 grass fields. So obviously we're going to use all of that for feeding our cows. We have got some cows. There isn't much food from them at the moment, so one of the key things we're going to need to be doing is getting some of this stuff off the fields so we can make our own TMR. They have some at the moment, so they're not starving, but yeah, we need to move pretty quickly. In terms of machinery, we have got, I think, most things to cover the bases to start with. We may add to it at certain points, but our main core tractor for field work is this fabulous New Holland T7. We love the T7, one of our favourite tractors, so nice to have one of those on the farm. We also have Class Evian 450, not a huge combine, as you saw from the PDA. The fields aren't massive, so we don't need anything too ridiculous. 6.2 metre header, which is relatively small, but like I said, we should be okay with that. Next up, probably our, you would call it a utility tractor, wouldn't you? It's going to do everything around the farm. Obviously, we've got a front loader on there as well, so it can help loading bales, loading TMR, things like that, if we want it to. Just happens to be helpful to have that, whether or not we use it all the time. We can take that off, so we'll see how that goes. Now, around here, we've got a grain shed here. Again, more storage. We do have a silo, so whether or not we tip into the grain shed or we use a silo is undecided as yet. And then we have this huge area for pigs, and it's something that I will consider at a later date, I think. We definitely interested in expanding the farm beyond just cattle, so we'll see how that goes. Just over here, that is the local haulage company. That is not our truck, but it's there to collect grain when we want to sell it. And in here, our main machinery shed. So we've got the disco mowers there, front and rear, very handy. Bailey trailer for hauling our grain. We went with chrome gear for our windrower and our tedder, and we have another Bailey trailer there for our bales when we're picking up those. And of course, here we've got the old John Deere, the 1630. Every farm has an old tractor that they just can't get rid of. This is just used for pottering around, feeding the animals. Again, may help with loading up TMR, things like that. But, you know, didn't want to get rid of it. And then round here, we have the Roland glass baler. Got a wrapper on the back as well. So a nice multi-purpose baler, which means we can do everything from the straw off the wheat and the barley fields to wrapping the grass. Or silage as well. We do have a few silage bales in this shed up at the top here, just to keep us going. I don't think they'll last very long. I'm not sure how good the quality is, actually. After last year, they could be slightly rotted if we're not careful. With Toyota Hilux there, running backwards and forwards to the shops when we need to. Here is the main cow shed. You can hear the cows in there. There is the grain storage and dryer tipping point. Again, more storage in here for grain if we want to tip in there. And if we come around here, now we have got the big chrome baler, which is for square bales on the wheat and the barley fields. Should we want to use it, yeah, we're in two minds yet whether or not we stick with the round. It could be a bit of a pain, that, because the volumes might be too big to go into the animal mixer here. So two minds whether or not we use that. Maybe for bales that we sell, but certainly not for ones we need on the farm. We don't need masses, to be honest. We do have a lot of cows. There they are, 50 of them. They are well fed at the moment, and they should bring us a nice chunk of milk in every day. We have got the milk sale mod in as well, so they will sell every day on point. So we're not reserving our milk for 6 months and doing that with it. We're going to do it kind of slightly realistically. Your milk goes every day whether you like it or not. We've got another cow barn here, should we need to use it for young stock. And then we've got some food stuff over there, and there's the shed with the bales in from last year as well. So there we go. Kind of a nice, lovely, big amount of space on this farm, actually. Nicely spread out. So you can get a lot of machinery around in and out here as well, which is good. And then more storage down there as well. So we're not short of storage and things like that. But I think... I don't know what to do first. We have got some silage bales. We don't have straw. Well, we don't have hay either, to be fair. So it's a catch-22 whether or not we go straight in and combine this, or we go and do some grass work. I think we'll do both anyway. It's what do we do first? My gut tells me we go and do some combining first. So let me go and grab the Evian. Let's jump into the combine. I'm going to have to move tractor to get him out. Probably use this tractor for the trailer, actually. So let's jump in. And there we go. As you can see, everything working. Got the door. Right, here we go. Let's see how we get on. Using the jog shuttle on the farm stick as well. So I'm having to get used to that. Over and above everything else. Now, the Bailey trailer is stuck behind the mowers as well, isn't it? So I might just have to... It might be the front one I need to get rid of. Just to be able to attach the trailer. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right, let's try this. Can we get close enough? We can. Right. Attach that. Reverse out. Now I'm going to put this... I'll just put it the other side, actually. That would work, wouldn't it? Already, there's a lot more thinking going on here than you would if you were just driving out with the tractor. I nearly clipped the rear mower there as well, so... This is going to hang slightly out the shed, which is fine. I'll move it later on, but that will do for now. Right, lower that down now. There we go, and disconnect. The thing I'm finding with this is you can't look down at your controls or anything. Which my door would stop opening as well. Right, reverse. There we go. Now this is going to be fun. The Be My tracker is looking behind me. See how we get on here. So far so good. Might need to play with the settings a little bit on this to see if I can get it to work, but not bad at all, is it? Take that. Attached. Right. Let's get out of here. I think I've got a conflict in keybinds. That's what's popping that door open every time. Right, here we go. I'm just going to check the mini-map actually and work out which is the right field to go to. I don't even know if we own this one. I think we do. Yes, we do. Just had a look at the map. This is our barley field. So, with that in mind, it's the closest one. We might as well start with this one, hadn't we? There we go. Right. Let's now go and get combine. Right, here we go. Let us jump in our combine. So there we go. Fire things up. I think we'll get started pretty much straight away. We do have a little bit of assistance. Keep our lines nice and straight using VCA. Whether or not we use VCA or we use the in-game helper, I don't know yet. But to start with, I'm going to do it manually. Can we get up there? Enough space to get up here with a 6.5 meter header? I think so. Careful. In fact, I don't think there is. But why would we? We can go around the other way. Let's see. I think we can go around the other side there. Actually along the road. This is good. This is a nice challenge, this. I might need to turn the sensitivity down slightly on my eye tracking. It is mapping pretty fast at the moment. Although, maybe that's real. So this is the sort of thing I need your feedback on when I'm playing this. Is how are you finding it watching it? Because I can't even look at my OBS or anything because it messes everything up. Got to keep your eyes on the screen the whole time, which is brilliant when you're playing, but obviously all the stuff that you need to do as a content creator, checking your recordings and all of that stuff. Keep my fingers crossed that it's all working okay. So, right, barley field, here we go. So, fire things up. Get on with it. Unfold the combine first. Sounded like it was done. But we could probably look behind and see, yeah, it is open now. Spin up the reel, that's looking good too. We're going to have to keep an eye on this as we do it. Down we go. First combining of the new series. Now I've got to make sure. This is what's nice, right? I'm looking actually at the front of my header here to make sure that I'm getting all the crop. Pretty good. I'm missing bits, I'm sure, but there we go. Looks good from here. There's a wonky edge to the field anyway, so right. Obviously no nice cinematics from out of the cab in this one. It will be all in cab, so I guess I'll push on a little bit of a time lapse and then we'll come back. Well, we'll come back when the first hopper's full. How about that? Right, there we go. We're making good progress now. VCA is definitely helping, but we're at 91% in the tank, so I'm going to spin round and we are going to get that tank opened. The auger opened, should I say. Get things unloaded. I can see it there, so there we go. It's quite nice, isn't it? Working well. It's a slow unload on this, 60% left, so I'm looking down at my HUD in the bottom corner there. That's why the eye movements. You do dart around a little bit. There's a few things maybe that kind of throw the eye tracking off, or maybe I'm just needing to get a little bit more used to it. Sensitivity, again, feels natural. I'm not sure if that's too jerky, you people watching, but part of the experiment, isn't it? Part of the experiment, right. Let's get lined up again. I reckon we'll get the rest of the field in this next run, so let's get on with it. Right, here we go, last little bit. You'll notice the genius I am totally forgot to turn on his swath because I was concentrating so much on trying to get the combine working that I completely forgot that. So there we go, only half a field of straw off this one. I mean, if I'm being honest, the amount of crops we've got, we're going to have way more straw than we need, so it's not the end of the world. But there we go, first field done. Let's deactivate that. Let's roll around here. The auger open again. But because this is barley, we'll have to tip this straight away, so whether or not it's a full trailer or not with this, we're just going to have to tip it. Obviously we probably will get a few full trailers with the wheat, but this is all we've got in the barley front, so I don't know, what have we got? 11,000 litres in the trailer already. So not that much, but it all counts, right? Right. Let's power this down. Let's go and tip that. Right, first time reversing a trailer doing this, so this could be fun. Like I said, I've reversed trailers before, this shouldn't be too hard. I just haven't got anything to judge my reversing on. So, let's see. Yeah, okay, I need to be there. Help, the mirrors are not ideal, so I'm going to go straight back first. I don't want to hit the wall either, but there we go. Straight in the trigger point. Love it. I don't know what all the fuss was about. Winner. Right. Let's roll this around here. Now, because it's the first episode, I think we'll try and mix things up a little bit. I'm going to run this trailer up to the next field, which is just here, but I think we'll go and cut some grass now. Just so we get an experience for kind of how things are going in terms of using different equipment. So we will drop the trailer here. Make sure it's left in a decent place where we can get vehicles past it, which we can. And we will go and get the mowers. Turn the HUD off for this bit, because I don't think we need it. And make things a little bit more realistic if we can. When we can. So, front mower. Got. Right, let's go mow some grass. Now, which fields are our grass fields? Let's just check the map. Round here, and I believe this is our grass field just here. Of course, it wasn't where the gate was though, so we've had to go a quick U-turn there. And along here, I think the gate is up near the top. Yep, there we go. This is us. So obviously, VCA again in here for the up and downs, but for the headlands, we're just gonna have to wing it a little bit, I think. So let's just get everything unfolded. Everything powered up. There we go. Hopefully that's front and back. I'm just going to check. It is. And everything lowered down. Now, are we running all right at the back? I've got to remember my mowers at the back are way wider than what I'm running at the front. Something's not down. What? Right, I've just rolled forward a little bit further. I just want to check. Is everything cutting? It is cutting. It was just an optical illusion. Okay. Right. Let's see how we get on. In fact, I don't even think we need VCA for this because we're not cutting into swaths here. We are literally just cutting the grass. So it's going to be spread all over the field. So as long as I stay far enough away from the edges, maybe we'll get rid of a few of these bushes as well. Yeah, good. Right. We'll be back in a little while. Doesn't take us too long, this. Right, there we go. That didn't take long at all. Definitely judging the width, the overlap is interesting. Without VCA or a helper on, any GPS. But like I said, in the absence of actually needing to have to cut straight lines there because we were just cutting. Let's just check everything's folded at the back. It is not yet, so let's just get that folded. There we go. Yes, we didn't need to do anything too fancy there because we were just cutting the grass. It's going to be more interesting now when we run the windrower over it. So we'll see what happens when we do that. I think we'll actually ted that hay. Hay would be a sensible thing to have, first and foremost. Then we've covered all our bases for food. We're going to change things up as well, I think. We'll take the little 6 series for this. We'll take the front loader off it. See how that tractor goes. Right, here we are. Where shall we put... Let's just... I mean, this is a big old empty shed at the moment. Let's just spin this around. Drop it off here. Right, again, should be relatively easy to pick this up. It is there a bit tucked away there in the back of the shed. Okay, easy. A lot of silence in this vid as I concentrate. Right, let's run this down to the field. I think I will maybe use VCA this time, just to see if we can avoid missing any of the crop. That's the aim here. Let's see how we go. Okay, get things unfolded. Quite wide this, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Powered up. Lowered down. Can't really see what's happening behind me. Right, headlands. We have no choice. But how's it looking? It is looking good. Right, we'll use this as our centre line. I'm assuming this is roughly the same width as the mowers were. They appear to be capturing everything, so that's a good sign. Right, we'll push on. See how we get on. Here we go, last pass. I actually decided in the end against running it with VCA because it kind of worked out where my point was, where I could hit stuff, which was pretty good. Nice little bit here. Make sure it's dropped down. There we go. So yes, no, I could judge the width based on what the mower had done, so that was quite helpful. So, there we go. Tedded as well now. So, turn it off. Pulled it up. Let's put this away and go and get the windrower. Gotta say, it's just fun driving in cab with Beam Eye. You kind of look the direction you're going, so I'm looking slightly to the left there as we went around that corner. Just it feels a little bit more realistic. You know, when you're driving around, you kind of have a look at what's going on around the farm and stuff, which is good. Need to curb my speed though. I need to calm it down a bit. Right, here we go. Get this reversed in. Let's grab windrower. Quite quickly get your wits about you when you're doing this. It's good. Roll forward. Try this way around. Sometimes just have to wait. Again, I think I might tweak some of my Beam Eye settings just to see if I can help myself a little bit. Some of them are a little bit twitchy, but there we go. We are hooked up again. Let's go and get this windrowed. No, I think this time, definitely, a bit of VCA to help us out here. We want straight windrows for the baler, no question, so let's help ourselves as much as we can here. We will do a couple of headlands, but I think let's aim for somewhere like this, shall we? Definitely some VCA to give us some straight lines in the meantime. Right, let's get it unfolded. Powered up. Giving us some VCA there. Lowering it down. Somewhere about here. Lower it down again. Just getting lined up now. There we go. Let's say my width is slightly off, but I don't think it is actually. Right. Back in a few minutes. Right, that is us, I think, for up and down rows. I am now going to attempt to do a decent couple of headlands by eye only. So let's see how we get on here. I think we're going to have a narrow one on the outside. Either that or they'll merge together, but we've got a decent baler, so it should help us. We have left a bit on the edge. It's whether or not we'll pick up the inner swath with the outer swath when we go around the second time, but let's see. But those lines look tremendous, don't they? I'm very happy with those. Oh yes, this was my concern. There's actually not. In fact, I'll just go over here now, turn this into a full width swath. Let's see how we get on. I think it will be fine, but I don't want to get too close to the trees. Don't think we'll struggle with that though. Go. I don't think we're picking up the other swath. No, we're miles away from it, which is good. Actually, this could work out very nicely indeed. I've impressed even myself with this. Just the hedge on this side, that we're not going to batter this tree here, but I think we're alright. Tell you what, I couldn't have done that from outside the cab. That is pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. There we go. Look, we'll just join it all back up and make it neat and tidy as well. Look at that. Can't believe that. What a job. I would challenge myself to do that normally. Right, let's power down. Hold everything up. All ready for some baling, and that, geez, that's one of the neatest fields I've ever done windrowing, inside or outside the cab. There's a good, seriously good crop on here as well, so I like that a lot. Right, next stop for this, baling, but I think for this episode I think we'll call it there. So, if you like this, if you think this is a bit different and interesting, definitely stay tuned, because there's going to be more of these. And also, if you haven't already checked it out, go and check out my video on the Be My Tracker that I did a while back. Very cost-effective way of getting some eye tracking into game. As you can see, it works really, really well, and brings a load of immersion to the game, which I really like. And it's really cost effective, like I said. You know, compare it to, you know, Track IR or Tobii Eye Tracker, it's a fraction of the cost, so well worth looking into. But there you go. From me, that is a first episode wrap from the in-cab challenge. Loving this. Let's bring a whole nother dimension to the game. Really good challenge. Like I said, I've locked off my cameras, so I cannot even get out of the cab. If I wanted to change my view, I'm not allowed to. And then obviously Be My Tracker, adding that other dimension as well. Let's see how we get on with this, but for now, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you again in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.